So with the passing of Chadwick Boseman, not only did we lose a very good, and not only that, one of the greatest actors of our time, a great black actor, a great actor in general, but we also lost the fact that, when it comes to one of the most empowering black figures, the Black Panther franchise is kind of looking iffy on what it'll do. I'm not a comic book fan, so I don't really know the whole Black Panther, semantics. Maybe Black Panther fans, do. Maybe you guys have more insight on it. I'm not really a comic book fan, so I really don't know. But I want to make this video really to talk about a certain book that I feel like would really help people who are looking for more stories with empowering black figures. And so this video is kind of more of like a little small, quick thoughts book recommendation. This is a book that I'm going to plan on making more videos on with a script. As you can tell, I really don't have a script right now. I'm kind of going off the top of my head. But that's only because I plan on making this video really short. But Stand in the Scratch Line by Guy Johnson. It's a very great novel with a very great story. Guy Johnson and, of course, this novel are very underrated. And it's a story and a guy who I'm pretty sure you people probably never heard of. He's not really talked about. And it's kind of ironic that he's not really talked about given who his mom is. His mom is Maya Angelou. And Maya Angelou, as we all know, one of the most famous writers in American history. And so it's pretty shame that, a guy like Guy Johnson isn't really talked about as much. Maybe that could be due to multiple factors. Maybe he doesn't write enough as of late. Or maybe, probably maybe politics, maybe, I don't know. But the fact of the matter is this novel is very great. It's a novel with a story that I feel like a lot of people would like, especially during these times, who want that, empowering character. The story doesn't really focus on a superhero. So if you're looking for a superhero type story, then you can completely forget this video and, you can click off if you want. But if you just want a story of someone not being a stereotype, someone who's not cowering down and, begging or needing the help of some white savior. This story I feel like is something that you'd greatly like because it follows the story of a guy named King Tremon. And he goes around from, south to Europe to the east and, all around America during the 1910s and 1940s, just taking no shit. He takes no shit from any white person, black person, whatever. And the story pretty much follows him as he goes through all these obstacles, from killing and fighting Germans in World War One to fighting Haitians that are trying to terrorize people to, whites who are trying to kick out black people in Oklahoma and so on and so forth. So it's a very empowering, very encouraging story that I feel like people would like if you're that type of person. I loved it. The novel's pretty lengthy. It's around the same size as a Stephen King novel. So it's a book that's around 1,000 pages. But trust me, it's a book that you are going to love. And it's a book that you're going to go through really easily. Like, despite it being 1,000 pages, I probably read it in I would say probably like a month and a half. Because that's how interesting it was. And the only reason it took me a month and a half is only because I had a lot of things I had to do and, distractions. So I had to put it down a lot. But it's a book that's, very, very encouraging. It's something I feel like a lot of people will like. And it's a shame that this book is not talked about because I feel like this book really is something that could be made into a TV show. The book obviously not going to be made into a TV show in the same aspect of like a superhero show like Black Panther because of its content. It's very mature. It has a lot of, stuff obviously kids should not be looking at. But for a show, like for a black show that, that can be put on HBO, because I be seeing all these shows that HBO tries to put on with black people. Obviously they have the ones they have now with the whole P-Valley. Should they even thought? I think they were gonna have a project with the Game of Thrones producers making a show about what if slavery still existed. For me, fuck that show. This book should be made into a show. It's a story that lots of people will garner and, come to. So yeah, real quick thought video, book recommendation, Stand in the Scratch Line by Guy Johnson. Check it out, y'all. Very great novel. I plan on making some videos about it down the line. So be on the lookout. So just want to make this video real quick. I'll catch you on the next one and have a good weekend.